Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday. Today's a quite chill day. We're going to do something we haven't done in a while. One of those is put my glasses on. We are going to... I can't see shit. Do some Unity game development, although it's not really a game, but we're going to work on ClubSilly, the nightclub that we used before when we had a rave. We're going to do some bits on there. So we have the club here, pretty much. Oh, the camera is frozen there. There we are. So we have the club here pretty much as it was before, although it's not as it was before. There are some changes that I've made. One of them you may notice is the carpet is different. It's now like an old arcade kind of a carpet. The people are also different. They're in strategic positions because the camera is like here somewhere. So there's only enough people that would, you know, make it look like there's a bunch of people in the club. These are new. These are emote cannons, which do exactly as you probably think they do. They fire emotes into the crowd, which I'll demonstrate soon. Because the problem before was that there was no... Here in the chat, there was no emotes appearing. It just had the text. The text of the emote. So like the laughy one with the L-U-L in caps would just appear here. But now this filters out any emotes and doesn't display them. And instead gets the emote image and fires them from these cannons. I've also redone these, although they don't work properly for some reason. But these were planes before. They're now quads because they take up less. You know, the quads are more optimized than planes, because planes, as far as I know, planes are like made up of many different triangles, whereas a quad is 2 triangles. So you have a square, you know, because it's a quadrilateral, chopped in half, so that's 2 triangles rather than loads, something like that. I'm not really entirely sure. But quads are more performant than planes. The lights are the same, except I've adjusted some of the parameters, and this light beam is also now a quad. These ones are still cones because they move left and right, so they kind of need to be seen from multiple angles, but these green ones is just a triangle shape applied to a quad that moves up and down and stuff. Let's see if we can do a demonstration. I'll add in a track that's Twitch safe from my Twitch safe folder. Doesn't really matter what song. And we will add that over here in the, is it in here, the audio spectrum manager? Yep. So now when I press play, we see the game here. These are moving already because they're timed to the beat of the music now, whereas before they were just kind of not, well, they were, but in a different way. Well, I might change that. So I'll pause this background music and I'll show you the process. Ruby, how you doing, man? Hope you're well. Welcome in. So now what happens when you press play? Over here we have the actually I might mute it. Over here we have the chat, as you can see. Well, I can show you in C mode actually. There's Ruby. Did you ever listen to Fall in Reverse while doing your dishes? I did. Actually, no, I didn't. I listened to it today, and it was amazing. I listened to it about 5 times in a row. Really, really good. So in game mode, when it's running, you can see each person in the audience has their own. They get their own skin tone, they get their own t-shirt and trousers and stuff. And the dancing is a bit more appropriate to the music. It's fucking amazing. I've listened to it so many times. It really is. It really is incredible. Wait, Ruby, let me show you something. Put loads of emotes in the chat. Loads of different emotes. I know I'm laggy, but this should work. I know he could rap, but is he on the same scale as Eminem? Ooh. I don't know. Lyrically, maybe. There's all your emotes. Check them out. I know it's laggy as hell. That's because it's not rendered. But look. There they are, all over the floor, coming out of the emote cannon. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Oh, you did a number 1. That would have come out. Only once though. It only takes each emote once and fire. I think it fires. Wait, let me see how many it is. So it takes. So it fires each emote 5 times. But it only stores each emote once. So now, actually, on my PC, in this folder, in the emote cache. Here it is. Here's the one you just put. Every time you use an emote, it will appear in this folder. As long, well, when this is running, of course, which it isn't right now. It doesn't work with animated emotes. Maybe that's what I could look into. How they save, how Twitch saves animated emotes. But yeah, so there's that one. Literally that one. It's pretty crazy stuff. But it fires them out of these cannons, and when it goes on after a while, it will it remembers all the emotes that have been used in one session, and then you can fire them all out at once, which is pretty fun. So I might try and do something with this back wall today, this video wall, because at the moment it's just this weird moving pattern that doesn't actually do anything. I just sort of hacked it together from some random noise that it generates. That applies a couple of effects to it, combines them together, and then makes it move. It looks really quite weird. I added a dither effect, which gives it that look of it's an LED wall, rather than it's just a flat image. Like before the dither effect, it looks like this, just quite fairly normal, but when you add it on, it's kind of got dots in it. Makes it look more like a wall of LEDs, which is the effect I was going for. Anyway, in terms of as good as Eminem, it's an interesting question, because Eminem's good, but they're good in different ways. You know, like I know of a lot of rappers that can rap as, you know, like Eminem does, in terms of speed, and some faster, because it's not about speed, it's about being, I think it's about being understood at speed, and the lyrics make sense. You know, anyone can probably practice to rap fast, but does it make sense? So it's an interesting question, but I definitely think he's incredibly talented. They might even be my favourite band, you know. Or they're up there at least. They're right up there. In my top 5 for sure. Maybe, yeah. Maybe even second or first. Enter Shikari is my favourite band. They have been for a long time. Because of their diversity in their music is very... It's always changing in a good way, you know. But I think Ronnie is incredibly talented. Incredibly talented. Not really been into them. That's fair enough. Everybody likes different things. But I always wanted to see them live, and I got to in Stockholm a few years ago, and it was absolutely incredible. The energy they put into every show is amazing. Also, Rammstein, I think I would compare more to Falling in Reverse, because they are also incredibly musically talented in a different way, you know what I mean? Like, they incorporate all different aspects of different things into their music, all different parts of music, you know, from classical to other metal to jazz, all different aspects from different genres, which Ronnie does in one fucking song. Like, it's just nuts. So yeah, you know, they're right up there for me, definitely. And I thank you for showing it to me, although I would have listened to it anyway, because I'm a fan of their music. Like, I might have discovered it today, because I watch a lot of those react videos, you know, like rappers react to metal songs and stuff like that, and they always end up absolutely loving it. And then you watch them over time, and they slowly have their like, you see the wall in the background, they've got like a Metallica poster up one day, and then they've got a System of a Down and a Rammstein poster up, and they're slowly really getting into it, and I find it amazing. It's really good that they can appreciate different genres like that. There's a song by Iceland Kills called Verse Vacations. I've listened to a few of their songs because I've got a friend who's really into them. And she showed me some of their songs. But I never really got into them. I don't know why, I don't know, I feel like it's something I've missed. I think I needed to be there from the beginning to really kind of get it. Sounds like it has a singer by Rammstein, Till Lindemann. I'll have to check it out. Well, it does say Verse Vacation, so it's German. Yeah, I get. Yeah, maybe that's the point, I guess. I suppose. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I mean, to be fair, I've not really heard any of their stuff. Not Rammstein, which I've heard probably all of their stuff, but the Iceland Kills, I've only heard a handful of songs. I didn't dislike them. Just wasn't really... don't know, I felt like I was missing something. Song definitely has a Rammstein feel. Well, as a fan of Rammstein, I will check it out. For sure, I definitely will. Be right back, I think it's cup of tea time. No worries. I wouldn't mind a cup of tea. I'll have one, please. 12 sugars, thanks. Not 12. 2 sugars would be good. I was going to say, yeah, 12 is a bit much. It reminds me of that TV advert. Do you remember that one that used to go, 10 sugars or 12? I always remember that. But yeah, enjoy your tea. Right. What can we do in this now? Let's have a think. Maybe change the walls, although in the thing you can't really see them. Are they quads as well? I think they are. Yeah, they are. I think stuff is as optimized as it can be. Why are the actual lights for these ones out so far forward? Not that it really matters because they don't have a beam like these. I don't know what to do with the video wall. I have no fucking clue how to write shaders. How you doing? Welcome in again. Hope you're well. Tank? You want me to call you Tank? Change your logo. Let's have a look. This one. I don't know if there's a way I can view it. No, I guess not. Can I zoom in? I mean, it looks cool. It's got a wolf in there and a shield. Looks good. How are you doing today? Did you get it made or did you make it yourself? Because either way, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. I'm not too bad. I'm just demonstrating a club that I made that I did before. I did a drum and bass rave on stream, like a DJ session. Made it yourself, took 50 hours, man. Some good going, well done. It looks really good. So I have this club that I made. I'm just trying to do some more bits to it. For example, the stream will lag, but I'll show you. So this is from a stream I did before, a DJ stream. Well, I DJ'd some music and everyone was like in a little club scenario, you know. I wonder if I can make, I don't know if I can make this full screen. I don't really know how. I know I can, but I don't know how. Oh, there we go. So what this does, see, this has gone funny for some reason. It's going to lag when I press this button. But it plays music, which is this. And it flashes to music. And the chat appears over here on the left. I know it's laggy, but there's not much I can do about that. And then we all, if I stop here, there we go. We all get together and have a rave sometimes. It lags when I'm showing you in within the engine because it's not actually, you know, it's using all the graphics power and stuff. Bacon, how you doing? I wonder if that emote came through. It didn't. If I run it again. That song was wicked. I'm glad you like it. Isn't it good? It's amazing. Ruby came in earlier and was talking about it. In fact, he's just gone to make a cup of tea. What do you think of the club carpet now? Tech 9 at the beginning, yeah. I thought you might like it because of that, you know. Because of the rapping at the start. I don't know why the bit over here, encoder overload, yeah, this is not, my stream isn't liking that I'm running this at the same time. I presume the audio is okay though. Yeah, this color equals, I don't know why it's doing that. Looks like something from a pink toothbrush. It does a bit. So I'm trying to, so each person now gets their own skin tone and clothes and stuff. It's the colour from my nick colour. Yeah, it is. It should be purple. It should actually work. And it used to. Like it did earlier. Literally, when I started the stream, it was working fine. And before, but all of a sudden, it doesn't want to do it for some reason. Because it's where is it? So what it does is it gets the it connects to the IRC. Because for those who don't know, if you know IRC, Twitch chat uses IRC and it's pretty damn clever. Each message comes with a bunch of tags, whether it's got emotes in it and, you know, the index of the emote in the sentence or in the message, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. The fact to use IRC is hilarious. It is, but it works so well. Why invent, you know, why reinvent the wheel? I don't know what I should change my Discord server logo to. Whoa, what's wrong with the one that you, the one you showed me, the Twitch one? Yeah, so it gets the chat message and then strips it of all emotes. So the wall at the side that displays the text doesn't display any emotes anymore. If it finds an emote, it will just remove it from the message. And then if the message doesn't have any, or if the message is only emotes, it will just not show the message. So that solves that issue from before. And then it will get each one of those emotes and add it into the emote canon. Well, actually first it saves it locally, so it caches it here. And then it will, yeah, it's Visual Studio, yeah. And then it will put it in the emote canon. And then make an array of 10 messages. I don't know why I did this backwards. It's backwards and it counts backwards instead of up. I don't know why I did it like that. Whatever, it's the same thing, it still works. Yeah, so what it does is it does that, but then when it posts the message, where is it? I was talking about the color. I don't fucking know what I've done with it. Let's see. Can't code. Well, it's never too late to learn. Tank. Do you want me to call you Tank or Wolf? What do you prefer? It's never too late to learn, I said. Yeah, it's got to be in this chat manager. You want to learn Lua? That's fine. Go for it. Lua's pretty good for, I don't really know. It's good for mods and stuff, I think, isn't it? They use it a lot for modding things. And Roblox, yeah. That's true. They use it in like 5M for GTA. Well, they used to. If you make a mod for 5M. That also uses Lua. Am I stupid or am I not seeing where the... Oh, it's here. So the message gets the color from the chatter and puts in a username, makes a new line, and then shows the chat message. So I don't know why it doesn't... I don't know why it doesn't work. It used to. Basically, it used to, and now it doesn't. I've never had any issues until now. Can't get taught until tomorrow. Someone's going to teach me it's from Russia. Well, what's Bacon say? Probably want to start with something more basic so you can learn how to code logic in its purest form. Yeah, this is true. Lua's fine, but it doesn't, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't translate very well into other things. So if you're making Roblox content, which is fine, or you're making a mod for something which uses Lua, that's fine. But then if you go to something else, you might be stuck. Whereas if you start with something a bit, I mean, you can start with what you like. Don't take my word as gospel. But if you start with something a bit more simpler, not simpler, a bit more applicable to other things, you'll have an easier time doing other languages and other projects in other languages. Like I started, I mean, I kind of started with JavaScript, but really I started with C#, which is what this is. C# is the language I think I know the most. Specifically Unity C#, which mono behavior, which is what this is. And then I moved to .NET C#, and different things like that. But once you know one fairly well, or the basics, like basic logic, like if statements, my mind's gone blank. You know, if statements, how to set variables and things like that, and all the different types of, you know, whether it's a number, so an integer or a float or a double, or whether it's a string or a single character, or sometimes that's also just a string, or whatever, you know, and how to do things with those. So add numbers together, do a bit of math. You know, it only has to be like 1 + 1, but figure out how to do that and get it on the screen. There's loads of, as Baker says, there's lots of really good free online courses. Code Academy is one. There's what's it called? Leak Code, that might be a bit too difficult. What you can do you ever use Reddit? There's a really great subreddit called Learn Programming, and in there they've got a wiki of great links to places to learn. You don't use it? Okay, well, fair enough. But there's one called Learn Programming. If you check it out and look at their wiki, there's a whole list of, in fact, I'll post it in the chat for you, just so you got somewhere to start, and you can sort of, you know, look for other places from there. Like, I'm not saying use the subreddit itself. So here they have a little guide of frequently asked questions, which may be helpful to just look through, or look through some of the posts even to see what people are saying and where they're getting offered help. Like, oh, you want to learn this? Go here and look at this. You know, maybe try this. Yeah, I'm quite passionate about helping people or trying to say to people, you can do it. You know, you can do it. A few years ago, in about 2014, is the first time I ever really programmed outside of web design. And I think I've come a long way since then. So you know, I believe in you, Tank. You can do it. Just remember, you won't remember everything. It's completely fine to forget shit and then look it up. In fact, professionals do it all the time. All the time. You can forget even the simplest thing and you just search for it online. The point of learning programming isn't to remember the whole syntax of the program. It's to know what to search for to get you that, to complete what you're trying to complete. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's to know how to use the tools more than using the tools themselves. I hope that helps you anyway, Tank. I want to teach programming. My school doesn't have programming. If I search, it's outdated. Yeah, I mean, that's quite a common issue. That's very true. But if you know it's outdated and you found the documentation will most likely tell you that it's outdated and tell you where to go to find a new version. You know, if something was deprecated or no longer in use, something's replaced it, it will tell you where to go to find the replacement. You've definitely come a long way from my perspective. Thanks, Bacon. It's true though, I have. You're right. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I know that I've definitely come a long way. But it hasn't been without the work. Like, I've definitely put in the, you know, all the searches, all the things you might think are noob searches. But everyone starts somewhere. You know, string, what does that mean? Why is this different from this? And why is that? Like, private and public, what does that mean? Like, all these things will come with time and research. What's Bacon say? Maybe you can add a conditional to check if chatter color is null or not. If it's there, add the tag. If not, skip it. That's a very valid point. I don't know what value it is and wait for child. See, I wouldn't know what that is. Was that a Lua thing? Or is that a Roblox specific? So I would search, literally Google or whatever. I mean, I don't use Google, but so it's a Roblox thing. Roblox. They have an API reference here. So you go to here, look. This is the Roblox documentation. Wait for child. Returns the child of the instance with the given name. If the child does not exist, it will yield the current thread until it does. So yield basically means wait. So it will wait. You hate to read. I mean, if you really hate to read, you're gonna, to be honest, you're gonna probably have to put up with some reading. I mean, I don't really like reading either, but there's no getting around it. The best way, though, is to just do it. You know? Just like the meme. Just try something. Just, if you don't have time, that's fair enough. But when you have time, just try it. In the evening or, you know, the night time at the weekend, whenever you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes. Just start a project. A simple project. I've never used Roblox before. And I haven't used much Lua. So instance is the base class for all classes in a Roblox class hierarchy. So it's not possible to directly create instance objects. So instance is like kind of like a game object in Unity, I presume. Then things come from it. I have a database. It's not good, but it saves half, and I can't make another one because one crashes the other. Yeah, that's the worst thing about programming, is debugging the problems. Debugging the problems is the biggest issue. There are tools to help you though. I mean, I don't know about if Lua has like breakpoints or some sort of print command, but in here, for example, if this bit I'm having trouble with here, where the fuck was it? Here on line 85, this message variable, which stores the messages that you're saying in chat and then puts them in this array. If I was having trouble with what this was, I can put this here, which is a breakpoint, so that when I run it, the code will go and it will stop at this point. And then it will show me everything that's happening here. It will show me what message contains. It will show me what these contain, chatter color, and the username, and stuff like that. Or if you don't have that, you can just, oh, they have print. Yeah, so you can just print so if I just printed message here and run it, then I would know after this has happened what message contains. Most of the time I don't use breakpoints. In fact, I've probably only used them like twice ever. I made a Game Boy game in C. That required a lot of breakpoints because there's not very much in the way of debugging C. It was quite difficult, especially on a Game Boy. But this, you can just print. Print is what I use most of the time. So I'll write something like So you can do like debug.log warning or whatever, it's corrected it to that. But yeah, and then on that line the message will get printed out and I'll see what it is. It gives me two options. Another script. You always need to use local at the start of the script. So is that like where I have string message? It would be local message. So it would be like this instead. Oh, why does it keep doing that? No, I need to. There we go. It would be like that, you mean? With local there. Is the font big enough? Shall I make it bigger? For the screen, how's that? Is that what you mean? I don't really know the Roblox Lua too well. Like this. Yeah, that's what I said. Pretty much. So you'd have that here. So what this is kind of the same as string. So it's a variable. So it's kind of like in JavaScript, you've got var. You've also got it in C#, which is why it lets me type it here with no error. You've also got let in JavaScript. So I guess it's the same. It's just defines that players is a variable, so you can put stuff into players. And what you've put into this, what you've done here is you've said you want a variable called players, and then you've set that players to whatever this is. So now whenever you use players, it will be this and whatever that may contain. So you know, you said yes, and you know this, so you can code. %10 is better than 0%. There was a time when you knew 0%. So don't listen. Wait, listen here, Tank. Don't tell me you can't code if you know 10%. If you know 1%, you can code. You just need to keep going. It's a journey. You'll never know. No, yeah, you'll never know not 100% either. That's true. As long as you know how to find what you need, you know how to search, you know, Google Foo they call it. As long as you know how to get the result, what you want to achieve, or you find the information you need to code, you've done it. You know, you're doing it. It's good. Let's do what you said, Bacon. So chatter color is a string. Oh yeah, so this comes from here. So if the maybe you haven't set a manual color, and it's the default one, and maybe the default one doesn't give a code. You can change the color, yeah. Don't do it though, because I want to test this out. While yours is still purple. I can't remember. What is debug.log? I can't remember what it is. So I'm going to log the chatter color here. So what I'm going to do is run it. Wait, I should probably log who it is as well. Oh my god, the keyboard is really hard to use when you have a microphone in the way. Right. Here we're going to put who the color belongs to. So that's username. Username's color is this. So here in the console, this tank is another very, very useful. You probably know this. Very useful, where you read all your errors and print results. So here it says tank wolf for YT color is, then we just got an exclamation mark. Yeah, I do kind of, most bugs I can't fix. Well, that's where this comes in even handier, and you can that's why color appears like, and you can just print stuff, you know. See, Silly Simbot works. That one's red, but probably because I changed the color to be red. See, here we've got red. Silly Simbot's color is FF0000, which is red in hex. Yeah, boy. Some bugs doesn't show in Roblox, and the players will find them. Yeah, but that's normal. You can, you know, like, you ever played a game and it's buggy, you can't find every bug. You rely on that feedback from players or during the testing phase. I mean, there's other ways to do it. There's things called unit tests and stuff, but don't worry about all that. You get feedback from the people using your game or product or whatever it is, and they will tell you, oh, this doesn't work, you know, and then you can fix it. If they're good, they'll tell you how to make it happen. So how they got to the point where that bug happened. And if you're relying on, yeah, pretty much what Baker says, sometimes it's not your fault, it could be Roblox's code. That's what I was about to say. Sometimes if you're relying on other things, other libraries or other pieces of code that are pre-existing or that you've imported from somewhere or taken off of Stack Overflow or whatever, it could be that. Like, it might not even be your problem, and then you've actually found a bug through someone else using your thing, and then you then go to Roblox and be like, oh, there's a bug here because when I did this, this happened, you know, if you know that it's not your code that caused it. So Bacon and Tank, you've both not chosen a color in the Twitch chat, which tells me that that's the issue. So if Bacon, can you try this? Can you change your color? I think you, I presume you're on the PC. You can go to chat settings and set your color in there. For God's sake, don't set it to the same one. That would just confuse things even more. The only thing that made me try to code is Robux. To get Robux so I can buy unlimited. Can't buy Robux, so I want to work for it. So I don't understand Robux because I've never played Roblox, but I've heard of them all over the place. Some sort of currency. Is it an in-game currency? What do you do with it? I don't... Ah, there we go. It works now. Now we know. Now we know that was the problem. So I'm just going to say, if there's no color, set it to, I don't know, blue or something. Right, let's try that. I don't know whether to do it here before we send it or here. I might as well just do it here. No, actually, I'll do it here. So what I'll do is I'll add that in there. I'll add it into this. It's the currency on Roblox because you can use it on items for customizing your character. Ah, okay. And the script you're making, or the thing you want to make, gets you that? Or what? I don't understand how you go from writing a script to getting Robux. Or do people pay for the script, or how does it? When you build a game, you can give Game Pass DLC for the game, but it's called Game Pass. Oh, okay. So you make something, a game within the game, and then people use their Robux to buy your game within the game, and then you get more Robux that way, and then you can use them to customize your character or buy other games. Is that right? I like it when I have infinite backpack, like they can be Robux from Game Passes. This is getting more confusing by the second. Maybe I'll have to have a look at it one day, because I don't fucking know what's going on. What was I doing? So if this is not blank. Okay. What? Hosting started? Why has it said that? Oh, because I wrote string. It's a sting instead of string. So we're going to say color. And what we're going to do here. Oh, for God's sake. Equals chat.tags.color hex is not. Wait, is that null or just blank? I think it's just blank. So I'll say null or empty. I'll do it the other way around. I'll put that in there. If it's null or empty, okay, so what this is doing, right, okay, let's say you coded money in the game. Okay, I'm listening. You make money 1 per second and you want 1.5. They got to buy the Game Pass for the 1.5 Game Pass. They pay Robux. I receive and I code the Game Pass. Hang on. Make money. Right, I think I kind of get it. Sorry, I was thinking about Robux for fucking ages. My mind just... does C# have anything like Kotlin? You can do... Color is chat tags color hex. Yeah, that's kind of what I've done. I don't know if I can just put it straight in. But what I've done is, yeah, I've set string to... If this is empty, it will set it to this. Otherwise, it will set it to what it is. Maybe I should have done the other way around. It doesn't really matter. It's very similar to what you've put, except yours is even shorter, Bacon. I probably can do a shorter version. I don't really know. I can't remember what this is called. It's got a name, hasn't it? If I want an item for my character, I need Robux. And the only way is making a game. Okay. And then people... So, right, so you use Robux to customize your character. Do you also use Robux to buy someone else's game? And then you get Robux from that. So you would get their... So how do they get your game? They pay real money, but you get Robux for it. Right? Is that right? I'm so confused. I'm so confused, Tank. You've confused the hell out of me. Hang on, the cat. What are you doing? Neil. Oh my goodness. Neil. Cats, man. So this should work. And now just put color in here. Although we do need to set this to a color. What is a Robux Game Pass? Method of monetization that allows you to charge a one-time Robux fee in order for players to access special privileges within an experience, such as entry to a restricted area, an experience avatar item, or a permanent power-up. Okay, so you're coding something that people will pay Robux and get, and you get that, you get those Robux or a percentage of those Robux. I think that's what I just said, and you said no. I think I've confused myself and everyone else. Yeah, okay, I get it. I think I get it. It sounds mental. It does. I think I'm just confusing everybody here. It's probably a really simple thing. You know, you make this, you pay for this, they pay for that. You get money, you can use that for paying for other stuff. It's an economy, basically, an in-game economy. Right, okay. And you're at the point where you want to get more Robux, so you've decided, because I presume you can just buy a load with real money, which isn't very fun, is it? You want to create something that people can buy from you so that you can get more Robux in the game. I've heard these words, but I don't know what any of them mean, you know, until now. I mean, Robux, I kind of got it. The clue is kind of in the name, the bucks part. Robux is in-game currency. Use it for a range of things, including special outfits or animations for your avatar, unique abilities in-game, and weapons and other objects. Yeah, okay. So it's in-game currency that you either get with real money. I presume you can buy it with real money, or you create something and someone will buy it from you with Robux within the game world. My God, that didn't need to be as confusing as that, did it? I've confused myself very much in the past 10 or so minutes that we've spoke about Robux. I've said it so many times it's not even a word anymore, and it was never even really a word to begin with. I have crispy pork belly. That sounds good. That does sound good. Do you know what I've got? Fuck all. Need to go to the shop. Not right now though, after stream of course. You can earn Robux through creating games yourself. You can also buy Robux in the game. Okay, so that's why I thought, yeah. Right, I get it now. It didn't need to be as confusing as that, did it? I confused myself there. Right, so if a chat person doesn't have a custom color on their username, their color will be I don't know, let's just put in (00FF00). Let's see if this works. So we go back in here, we press play. Now, did I get rid of that statement? I think I might have. Yeah, because it was here. Tank, you don't have a custom color. Can you say something in chat for a second? I want to see if it comes up. There we go, green. Yeah. It works. Hey. I wonder if there's a way to get the default color that it currently is. Although, on my chat here, it displays as green, so I think this picks a random color. But the actual Twitch chat is like a bluey, purpley color. It's just a coincidence that this one is also green, because I happen to put green here. Let's set it to, what's the default? What's a good color? Windows. The Windows Windows 95 desktop color. Windows 95 desktop. This color will be the default color. So I have a color picker up here. Then we'll stick that in there. There we go. So let's restart and try it again. Oh. The one thing that this doesn't do, which I really want it to do, is it doesn't respond to follows, subscriptions, bits, that kind of thing. Because I don't have a, I mean, it's supposed to. Like, it's supposed to log here, like if someone uses bits or subscribes or whatever, it's supposed to say here, blah, 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 has done this. But I don't have a way to test it, because the library that I'm using is just, how do I explain this? It's just live. So until that happens, I can't test it. Like in the, with the Twitch bot, the Silly Sim bot, for example, Twitch have a command line interface, a CLI that lets you do fake, like someone, user one has subscribed, just to test that it works, to see that the bot responds accurately. But this doesn't. So I don't know if it works, and I have no way of testing it, which means I can't really develop it, because I can't, you know, I can't just make 1 million Twitch accounts and just subscribe to myself every time I want to test it, because that costs real money. Like, I don't know how to do it. Can you not inject a message if you know the payload? See, I don't know, because it comes, so it's a pass the Twitch events into a wrapper object. The thing is, I don't really know how it works. So it's a pub sub service which listens, so it subscribes to the Twitch. The issue is it subscribes to the Twitch service, and that notifies when it's happened, rather than it listens to the Twitch service. No, it does, actually. Oh, I don't fucking know. It's so confusing. I don't really understand it. It's a library called... what's it called? It's like a C# pub sub library, but it is specifically for Unity. But they do have a normal version, which I was digging around in the code for so long to find the URL and the protocol that it uses. But it I don't have the source code for the Unity version, so I can't kind of just change it to a local address, the test address, you know. So I might just have to find a different way of doing it. It's very confusing. The bot, the Silly Sim bot, uses PubSub for follows and bits and stuff like that, and it was a nightmare to figure out. That's on the list. You need to wrap it up so you can intercept the message. I think they call it a facade pattern. No worries, Tank. Thank you for coming in, and I wish you all the best with your code journey. It was good to see you again. Take care. Come back. You did that yesterday. You was like, I'm gonna go, but you didn't actually go. You just went for like a minute and then you came back again. I thought you was disappearing for. It's all right. Fair enough. Yeah, that's on. I think that's on the list of stuff to do because it's so confusing. Wrap all the library inputs and outputs. Ask them for your own class, so you're only interacting with the bot message got in the way. And I can't scroll up. Great, I'll read it from the stream. You're only interacting with your own class, that way you can do extra shizzle. Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying. That makes sense as well because you can then take whatever that library is doing and do your own thing with it. Even more so than if you just used it in here and then did a load of shit, it would just be messy. I mean, that's kind of what I've done with the chat manager. It uses the IRC stuff, but this does its own thing, and then other things go to the chat manager through this. Oh, here's the actual... There's nothing in here that's sensitive information. Yeah, so all I have is it's supposed to, when it connects, it listens to follow subscriptions and bits. Silly similar, yeah, so that's correct. And then at the moment it just does a debug log, which I don't even know if that works. But it's going to ultimately make the lights do different things, or they'll all just, you know, flash new follower, and then it will go back to how it was, or the back wall will have some text on it saying there's a new follower, rather than relying on the current overlay system, which I'll use normally, like for times like now. But when we're in this scene, I want it all immersive in that one scene. I also need to change this this wall. I mentioned this earlier, but it's literally just this. I don't even know how I made this. I don't know how to write shaders, but I had to go using shader graph to create this weird color pattern, which is just a noise that twirls a little, combines it together, and then moves, rotates, multiply those together, change the color, add a dither, so these dots, so that it looks more like a wall of LEDs, and then that goes into a material. So it's just a shader that literally just does that. Oh, there goes some. It's gonna lag, but it looks like that. Is it basically programmable Photoshop layer effects? Kind of, yeah. I mean, that's what a shader is, really. At the end of the day, it's just layers that you build up to create a result. Yeah. And it just all runs on the GPU, so it's quite performant, really. But you can do loads of shit with shaders. Like I made a laser shader, which is a cool name for a band. But I couldn't figure out how to get it to go. I can probably show you. I think I've still got it. Couldn't figure out how to get it to go to a point. Laser show. Sorry if anyone's epileptic, you might not want to look at this. It's a bit flashy. So I made a triangle shape, but obviously the lasers are straight, which they wouldn't look like that. They'd all go to that point, which is what I couldn't figure out. But when it's in the game, well, let's say game, when it's in the scene, it looked pretty cool, even if it looked incorrect. Is it this? What the fuck is that? Why is the light so big? Holy! That is a big light. Let's try that. Let's try that again and not have it so massive. What? Is it even there now? What's going on? Oh, it's there for some reason. Let's just put it here for demonstration. So it has this lasery... Wait, is this the wrong one? This might be the wrong one. That might just be a straight line. What is that? Is that the laser? Why is it up there? What's going on? Oh, it's this. So it kind of looks cool, but it's not realistic, because obviously these would all go to this one point and then come out. But this is as far as I got with the laser. I don't know if it even works. Doesn't do shit, does it? It does though. Where is it in this list? There. You can see it's supposed to be doing stuff. It kind of is, but also it isn't. I don't know why you can't see the laser. That's very odd. Anyway, you get the point. It moved like this and kind of looked like a laser, but didn't, because it didn't go to the one point. Also, from last time we had the disco ball had like circles going around on the floor that I just put together in Photoshop. But now it just uses a big cylinder. So it's actually a cylinder that has a... Yeah, cylinder that just has a special material on it. So if I change this to opaque both, you can see it. It just spins around. But it's transparent and only applies this yellow to the back of it, and then it gives the illusion that the disco ball lights are spinning around on the floor, walls and the ceiling. When really it's just a big cylinder doing this. I don't know how laggy it's going to be, probably very. You know what I might do? I might build it and run it and see how much better it is than it was before. There's no build folder, what? And it's weird. Ah, what a day. I need some more cola. I'm gonna let this build. Oh, it's done. That was fast. Oh no, it hasn't. There's an error. No, what? No, there's not. Is it done or is it not? Who knows? I'll be back. I'm gonna go get a drink and we will find out if it worked. I'm back. And it didn't build. Probably because there was an error. Let's see what the error is. Error in the video wall. What the hell is this? Whatever it is, you can't find it. Video wall's actually not used anymore. So maybe that's what it's moaning about. I think I got rid of that whole script. So that might be why it's not working. Let's see. Okay, there's an error again. In the emote manager, texture 2D does not contain a definition for alpha. Alpha is transparency. Well, I hate to break it to you, but yes, it does. It does. Because that works. Wow, so many errors. What we got now? Same error. Here. Oh, this is where it's loading the emote. So what happens here is, this is the emote manager. For every emote that has been used in a chat message, it will get the emotes from the message. If it's not already saved locally, it will save it in a cache, in a local folder to where the program is running. And it gets it from the Twitch server here. Yeah, maybe that bit's not needed. I had some issues with transparency because it's a PNG. The background's transparent, but if you don't save it with a transparent background, it just kind of it just like it's a black square, and then whatever's supposed to be transparent is black instead of actually transparent. Very weird. Let's see what happens now. Insan, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Baker says, holy crap, just tried Aldi's German cheesecake. Zero sugar energy drink, 69p. Nice. For a monster sized can. So fucking tasty. Blimey! Blimey, he says. It must be good. Blimey, for those who don't know, is English for oh my, I wasn't expecting that. Well, it seems to be building now, which is good. How you doing, Insun, by the way? Always good to have you. Hope you're well today. Or this morning for you, anyway. Crazy. You was up so late. So what I was going to do today is actually work on the Silly Sim bot, the Twitch bot that speaks in the chat. Because I wanted it to, because it posts automatically to the Discord when I go live. But it doesn't post to Twitter. Now, I don't use Twitter really, but I have a Silly Simulator account there, so I might as well just post when I go live to that as well. But the Twitter developer what's the word, side of things, that their developer thing, you have to apply and tell them why you want to make stuff and what you want to make, which I don't think you had to do before. Maybe you did, I don't know. But I applied and I filled in the questions, and then I got an email today that was like, oh, we're looking at your application, can you fill in these questions? It's the same fucking questions. I responded, I said, these are the same questions I've already filled in, but sure, here's the answers again. So we'll see what happens. I was hoping to be able to put that into the bot, but instead we're doing the what the fuck am I doing here? There we are. Instead we're doing the ClubSilly. Right, so it's built. Let's see if it works. Let's see what happens. Okay. It's going to play music this time. Seems to be alright at the moment. There's an issue with the bars here don't extend to the edge of the stage, which they're supposed to do. Also, the emote cannons don't work. Which is the main point. Damn it, why don't they work? Disco ball works fine. You can see up here. All the people look good, they've all got different clothes on. The chat wall works good. Let's go on the other screen. I don't know whether to stop the silly Simbot from appearing on the chat wall. This is so fucking loud for me, I can't hear myself talking. And I don't know what to put on this wall behind here. I kind of want it reactive to the music, but I guess it doesn't have to be. Good idea hiding the bot, yeah. Easy, how you doing, man? Thank you. Thank you for the quick hello. About to have dinner. I love homemade burgers. I'm doing well though. How are you? Hope you're well. Enjoy your burgers, man. Big fan of homemade burgers. I'm just doing some behind the scenes, trying to work on the club. The coding of the club today. Seems to be working well. I know it's super loud. I know it's super loud. I apologise. I was testing it. Normally, Mr. Hansy wouldn't be there when we're actually doing the club thing. But I was testing it because I just changed some bits in here. I heard Mr. Hansy though, and I appreciate it. Man, burgers. I might, do you know, I need to go to the shop after my stream. I might get some burgers for my dinner. So the emote stuff didn't work, did it? Wonder why. Also, I noticed you used a burger emoji, which came up as like a little square, but I don't think there's much I can do about emojis. Emotes get stripped out of this completely and then fired out of the cannon, but for some reason they didn't get fired out of the cannon when InSun used some. Did they even save anywhere? I mean, they're already in here. What I might do is delete the emote cache. Wait, they wouldn't save there though, would they? They would save possibly here in a folder. Where do you see it as a square? So it was a square on this wall when the club was going. This is the chat wall. It won't be a square now. Unless I do this. If I do this, and you post them now, any emoji will appear over here as a square. Let's make it full screen. Oh wait, it doesn't need to be full screen. I can just I can just go in here and actually go to the screen. Yeah, so this doesn't handle emojis. It handles emotes and saves them all locally here. But not over here. Yeah, see, emotes come flying out of these cannons. Post some emotes. Actually, yeah, because is that broken now? I did that thing. Emojis are part of fonts nowadays. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, you mean the ASCII thing. Yeah, see, unreasonable came flying out. Look, they come flying out of there. Out of the emote cannons. I did a test with this, right? Because if you do exclamation point fire, there's a lot of creepers. What it does, it fires all of the emotes that have been used so far in a stream. Well, since this has been running, which when it's running for real would be the whole stream. Yeah, so that works, but it doesn't work when I build it and actually run the application for some reason. And I think it's to do with it saves emotes in this folder, in this emote cache folder, which, see, now it has good old skateboard heart in there, and the coffee. So, also there is an error here. Character with the Unicode value of this was not found in this font. It was replaced by Unicode character 25A1, which I presume is the square. So that would explain that it doesn't have the Unicode for emojis. I wonder if I can... That's what you meant. Oh yeah, Unicode. Yeah, that is the one. I wonder if I can add in a whole emoji Unicode font as a fallback. Because then emojis will also work on the chat board. That's what I might do. How would I go about doing that? I've got no idea. Gotta go again. Wish I could stay. This is interesting. It's all good, easy. I'll leave. You can feel free to watch the VOD if you want to hear me going on about programming for fucking ages. But man, enjoy your burger. You've inspired me to go and get burgers after my stream. Some homemade burgers. Wait, so let's look up this Unicode. Live's always better. I agree. Enjoy them too. I will do. Yeah, so this is a Text Mesh Pro issue. So I want to get... If I search this Unicode character, it should give me a burger emoji. Oh, it's the blue heart. Okay. Either way... Yeah, so it's the blue heart was that one. And it was replaced by... this one, which should be a square. That should be the little square of... a square of non-existence. Yeah, white square. That's the one. Okay. So I need to find a font that has all the emojis in it and have that as a fallback. So that if it doesn't find that Unicode character within the font I'm using, it will look in the emojis and be like, oh, that one is a blue heart, and it will put it in its place. And therefore, That's the first time I've used that outside of an essay. It will appear on this chat wall. That should be all we need. So how am I going to font of emojis? I don't know. Why is it on cap? Oh, I've got caps lock on. So this has a it's probably a font I'm not allowed to use though, isn't it? Microsoft font. How am I going to find a font with all? Is there like an open source emoji font? This is a list of production use consult data files. Okay, this is a okay. Wow, this has got like everything in it. It's kind of what I wanted. But also not. Oh, this is from actual Unicode.org. This is an official emoji sequence data. How do I pass this though? Like, it's just is this the Unicode here? That's pretty cool. I wonder if I could stick that in a text file. And then somehow read these. It'd be good as a JSON. Is there a JSON of this? That would be amazing. Emoji test as a text. Back on Unicode again. Same website. This is literally all of them though. This is what we need. I just want this in a JSON file if possible. So I can be like, find this Unicode and just give me this character. The browser version will be fine, like whatever. There's an npm package. Here, there's a GitHub. Wait, what's that say? Emoji characters cannot be encoded to JSON. Well, this GitHub would tell you otherwise. It's kind of the wrong way around. I want it to go from Unicode to the emoji. Rather than there's a lot of emojis out there. 1,870. Or 1,871. Wows, there's the last one. I mean, I've got a list of them, but that doesn't help me. I need to compare them to the Unicode. I don't want to. Oh, this is a bit better. Code and then emoji. might be out of date though. They're also categorized. I don't really care. I want as little data as possible. I want the most simple. I just want emoji, code. Or code and then emoji. Code, emoji, code, emoji. I mean, there's 17,000 lines in this file. It's also out of date. Maybe it'll be easier just to find a font, have it as a fallback font. Does the font have any emoji fonts? Have the emojis built in? I don't know. Apart from these. No, I don't think it would. What's this emoji asset people are looking at? A Unity plugin to render emojis. I mean, currently for iOS and Android only. Why? Emoji texture. Oh, it's the same one. Seems like I've returned. Welcome back, Tank. Don't know. Get the texture as an array of bytes. I need the Unicode. I need to go from the Unicode to this, but this only works with iOS and Android, which I need it to work on Windows. So that's no good. Welcome back, by the way, Tank. Hope you're well. I don't know. Oh, I had to go and sneeze. Thanks for going on my mobile in a few minutes. It's all good. It's all good. In the meantime, the trick of emojis is to assign a Unicode value to the different sprites contained in whichever sprite asset you wish to use for emojis. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to get every emoji as a fucking image and just reference it. How's the coding going? It's going okay, but there's an issue. A couple of issues. The emote cannons, when I ran the actual built project, the actual program, they didn't work. And for some reason, well, I know the reason, the chat wall doesn't display any emojis. So like the normal, you know, these style emojis. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it do that. But to be honest, I don't really care too much about emojis because most people just use emotes on Twitch. I would like to get the cannons working again. I don't know why they seem to have broken. Why is this? Oh, it's this. I think what I'd like to do is get the cannons working as they should be, and then do something about this horrible back wall. Sad it's broken. Well, it's not broken, it's just I haven't put it in there yet. And it's a pain to do, it seems. Started hard math. Man, I can't stand, I am really, really bad at maths. Hey, Abe, how you doing, man? The silliest simulator. You are the abiest Lincoln. Welcome in. Algebra. Oh, God. Of course I've heard of it. I wish I didn't. I'm really, really, really bad at maths. That's a question people sometimes ask, actually. Do you have to be good at maths to do programming? The answer is no. You just have to know how to... Yes, exactly, Alice. You have to know how to... No, you have to know how to use the programming to get to the answer that you need. You don't have to be good at maths, really. Okay. Unless you want to draw some fucking circular progress bar, ends up making you relearn circle mathematics. Yeah. Yeah, the radius and the circumference and the yeah. Well, the other day I had an exam at my university, and I did Java at uni in Luleå, and it was a 6-hour Java exam, and I had to for part of leading up to it, one of the assignments was filled with mathematics, and it reminded me of things that I'd completely forgotten about since I was at school. Yeah, exactly. It was Pythagoras' theorem, you know, the hypotenuse of a triangle is always shorter than the sum of all sides. I've always remembered that from school, but I had to create a piece of software that worked out an area on a roof of like solar panel placement. It was absolute fucking bullshit, is what it was. Oh, here we go, Abe. Here we go. Go on. Why did the two Java methods get a divorce? Because they had constant arguments. There's kind of two jokes in there. Yeah, I like it. I need that redemption that just goes, bruh, as a response to that. School be like, prove that's a triangle. Oh my god. It's got 3 sides. What defines a triangle? A triangle. It's 3 angles. If I dug his glasses, I'd probably look like that emote. You probably would. Bruh, that's the one. Bruh. So, Abe, what we're doing today is looking at this, as you've seen before, ClubSilly. It will be laggy, by the way. I'm just telling you that now. I've changed the carpet. You see, it now represents a like an old arcade. And there are emote cannons. So if you were to use some emotes, different ones, they'll come flying out of there. Feel free to try it before I turn it off. And the text over here doesn't show emotes anymore. There we go. There's some hearts flying out. So as you see there, Inson's message was just only emotes, so it hasn't appeared on the chat wall. If it was text and emotes, it would show the text, but not the emotes. The only issue it has, it doesn't display emojis, which is what I was just trying to figure out, and it doesn't display animated emotes. Animated ones don't work. See, there we go. So Inson said haha with an Alice, but there's only haha there. So this is where we're up to, and the back wall is supposed to display something cool to the music, but I don't know what yet. I haven't figured it out. I'm undecided, but it looks like this in use. Each person has a color. Of their clothes and stuff like that. Di, how you doing? This is Club If It Was Silly. It really is. It really is. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I love this joke, so I'm not going to ruin it. I'm just going to ask you. I don't know. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. That's one of my favourite jokes. I heard someone say that. The first time I ever heard that joke, I was walking across a bridge in Stockholm, and there was a guy next to me talking to his friend, and he told him that joke as he walked past me, and I just laughed my ass off. That was the first time I'd ever heard it. Brilliant joke. Yeah, so this doesn't display emotes that are animated or emojis. Oh, Di, don't talk to me about the dishwasher. Mine broke. I've got to wash everything up by hand like some sort of peasant. We had cockroaches in our dishwasher last week. Is this set up for a joke, or are you actually being serious? Because there's no... I'm waiting for the punchline. I want to hear another joke. Always. As long as it's not offensive or, you know, rude to anybody, I'm always up for a joke. Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? No, go on. He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. Bruh, I need that sound. I wonder if there is a font that contains emojis that I can use instead of this one. I mean, I like this font, it's nice, but if I can get a similar one that includes the Unicode for emojis, that would be good. Does one exist though? Let's have a look. Font with emoji support. Half the ones I'm finding are just like random images people have made, not the actual one. There's the Microsoft one, Sego. It's not Segway, Sego. I don't know how you're pronouncing this. Be about 5 minutes, no worries. I actually end in about 5 minutes. I mean, I can go on for a little bit longer. There's this Microsoft font. 48-hour stream. Not happening. Not happening. I need to go to the shop, get some food. I'm starving. I'm going to make homemade burgers with thanks to Easy. Actually, let's give Easy a shout out. I haven't done shout outs for a while, have I? If you don't already, check him out. Top guy.
Middle is stronger, right?
Yeah, middle. This is the biggest.
Yeah. Oh, that's a chain reaction.
Kaboom.
Whoa, what is
Whoa, that was a lot.
There's a captain defeated.
Is that Sea of Thieves? Looks like Sea of Thieves. Good game, that. Very fun. The bot didn't respond, but I mean, you can click his name and follow him. I don't know why it didn't. Whatever. Can I use this font in this thing? I presume I can. But I don't know where I can even get it from. It's not redistribution. Why are you asking my fucking information? It's not used for any of these things. Maybe the desktop license. Well, I guess that font is not free. I would prefer if someone made an open source emoji font. That would be great. It probably exists. I'm just too dumb and tired right now to look for it. Not free equals free. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, sometimes. That's all I'm saying to that. I'm actually going along with you this whole stream doing my work. Good man. Instead of wasting time just watching me and not getting your work done. Well, I'm not doing much coding. I'm just kind of contemplating things, I guess. It's like every time you cough and it's just grease. What? Di, I don't know what you're on about, but that sounds horrible. If it was dielectric grease, it'd be pretty good. It'd be quite handy. Gonna work on Roblox Studio. I coded. PC model and a functional PC. That's pretty cool. Do you have a different account for your mobile? Do you have a different... Oh, you're back. How come? Out of curiosity. But yeah, that sounds cool. PC model thing. Long story. Alright, fair enough. Separation of concerns. Oh, there was a emote there. Fired out. Bacon's one. I guess it's still on the emote cannon. If you do exclamation mark fire, they'll all fire out, the ones that have been used since this has been on, which probably isn't many. Well, I think it's a fair couple. So what I might do today, before I leave in a few minutes, is in the chat box, I will stop the bot from appearing in there. Although if someone does a command, it's going to look like they're just talking nonsense. Added to my PC was Notepad. I want to make... Hang on, it scrolled. I want to make a browser, but I can't. You mean what? Make a browser inside Roblox? Is that what you mean? I don't know how easy that would be. I don't know. I know people have done it in Minecraft and stuff, but... So you can buy stuff in the game. Well, I mean, I have absolutely no idea about Roblox stuff. But good luck with it, and good luck with the programming, because you know, you will think there'll be a time where you think, oh my god, I can't do this, I just want to give up. Don't give up. I feel like that every second of every day. It's, you know. Yeah, see here, Di did the giveaway command. And the bot responded with this. So all there would be if I didn't have that, if the bot wasn't posting on this wall, we would have the exclamation mark giveaway, and then it would just go on to the, yeah, kinda. Inson's asking, is programming difficult to learn in general? Yeah, exactly what Bacon said. It depends. If in your head you can imagine how things are connected together, and you can kind of plan it out, it's easier. I think I think I'm pretty good at doing that in my head. So I think I picked programming up quite quickly. But for other people, like in the courses I've been doing, there have been people that have left because they just cannot seem to think of the logic in their head or what they would need to solve something. So like you could learn part of the language, like you say C#, for example, like this is C#. It's particular to Unity, but this is C#, and it's probably the language I know the most. But once you have learned a little bit of logic, so like if statements, so if this is true, do this, else if this is false, do this instead. How to store particular pieces of data, like numbers or partial numbers, like floats, like 3.14, for example. Text, so strings of text, usually called a string. You know, how to have a collection of those, you know, say you want 10 strings that are all going to be stored together in an array of strings. That's called an array or a list. It's easy to use those tools to know how to create the thing that you're thinking of, or the thing that you've been asked to create, or that you want to create. So programming in general, hey Raf, I am indeed, yes, I'm doing the ClubSilly, some more on ClubSilly. Programming in general isn't hard to learn. But if you have that mind of you don't know how to put the pieces together and use the tools that you've been given, or know how to search for the answers to be able to put it together, then you'll struggle. But I wouldn't say nobody. I wouldn't say that coding isn't for everybody, really. But I think it's for everybody to try if they want to, and figure out their own way of trying to retain this information of not everything, because you'll never know everything. It's impossible. A lot of people who don't know anything about coding think that people who do code remember all the stuff they're writing. That's not true. It's like 90%, maybe a bit less, but a high percentage of coding is knowing what to search for to find what you need to be looking for to do what you want to do. Searching to get an answer for what piece of code you will need, or what particular aspect of a piece of the language you need to get a particular result. Does that make sense? Soup. I'm going through some... I don't know what it says. Gave Dev T courses. Only thing I know about programs so far. It's really fun when you understand stuff. It is. Die, you're back, but not. What's happening here? Oh, game dev. Fair enough. Game dev TV. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can see it's like game dev. Yeah, that's fair enough. What I'm using here is actually Unity for the club to try to create the club environment. So this is a chat wall, and I've made it so that if you post an emote, it doesn't appear on the chat wall unless it's a animated one. Or it's doesn't match the emote name entirely, like this with a lowercase, but that doesn't matter. And then here we've got emote cannons, which fire emotes when they are used. Fires them out. Into the world, although this is possibly not working correctly. But yeah, game dev is really fun. The more I've done programming for various things, the more I enjoy game dev side of stuff. Like, I've done a number of courses. Just want to say hi. There's a wild drop on at the moment. Fair enough, fan. I hope you're well, man. Thank you for popping in. Feel free to just lurk around. I've not got long left anyway. I need to go and make some burgers. Yeah, the more I've done a few courses like C#. I've done like 3 courses on C#, and it was the first language I really picked up other than JavaScript for web design. But through the use of Unity was the first time I came across C#, and then I gained an interest in it anyway. So like .NET and mainly WPF and stuff like that, desktop applications. But from there, you know, I've also done Java. I've done some Java courses, but now I'm doing a course on relational databases in SQL. But that's kind of just to combine stuff together a little bit. But there's also, I've done a few game dev courses, and I'm doing 2 right now, and I'm finding them a lot more interesting than desktop development or web development. I can see the interest. And also, coming from a background of making films and being interested in film, it's kind of lines up with that a little bit. Like the storytelling aspects and the creative visuals, and you know, I'm no 3D artist or modeler or anything, but to be able to actually, like, for example, in here, when you add in a camera, you control all the stuff that you would do on a real camera. You've got field of view, you've got sensor type, gate fit, you've got lens, the focal length. everything like that. Focus, distance. And in Unreal Engine, even more so. The cameras in there are really fun to play around with. Sorry, I got sidetracked about cameras. I think I would hate doing game dev in a work environment. Maybe. I think it depends on... I think it depends where and what you're making. From all the things I've seen, they're quite chill. Cookie, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to have you again. Hope you're well. They seem to be a lot more chill, except towards the end, you know, the crunch time of we need to get this game out at this particular time. I'm okay about you. I'm good, thank you. I'm not too bad, yeah. We're doing a programming stream today, a bit different. They have a Unreal Engine course bundle going on, a Humble bundle. I might pick it up. Raf, may I request that you ! Humble. It's no extra cost to you, but it helps out me and, of course, the Humble people. If Sluggy was here, she would be telling me to play the Humble bundle advert. But I won't. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop. I don't know whether to stop the bot posting on the wall here or not. I'm gonna run this just to check, see if the emotes are still working and stuff like that. What ad is it? Okay, I'll play it. I made an advert for Humble Bundle, and Sluggy, one of my mods, keeps telling me to play it all the time. It's a silly, literally, 90s style advert that I just whacked together. It's only short. I think it's like 30 seconds or so, maybe less than a minute. But it's this.
I get all of my disc games from charity stores, but what about those in the digital realm? Well, you can get them on Humble Bundle. And by them, I mean actual Steam keys. As well as a bunch of other cool stuff like ebooks, comics, software packages, and more for as low as $1 US. And it helps me out, as well as developers and charities, at no extra cost to you. You also have a monthly subscription where you get a bunch of cool games every single month. You can even pick up some of my favourites, like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Euro and American Truck Simulator, and House Flipper. For more information, visit silly.cf/humble, or type !humble in the Twitch chat.
There we go. That was the Humble advert. The very silly Humble advert. In an old 90s style. We're all Humble Bundle addict myself. I'll try to remember using the link. Thank you, Raf. I appreciate that. I always buy their game bundles. I used to. I don't so much now. Sometimes. But if they have good deals on like sound effects and background music and stuff, I usually pick those up because they're pretty good. So for those who don't know, those new, this is the rave room. This is ClubSilly, which is a nightclub scene in which I do DJ sessions. Now, it's going to go very laggy, but I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like without the music. I think the sound is okay still, but the stream will be laggy visually. So the lights flash to music. There's normally in the middle a video of me DJing. And then on the screen at the back, there's normally a video that's synced to the music. And yeah, all the lights are synced to the music and stuff like that. There's a chat wall here. If you use emotes that aren't animated, they fire out of these cannons. So there's one here and one here. and into the crowd, and then after a while, once they've all built up over the course of one stream, you can do !fire, and it will fire every emote that's been used in the stream so far. Yeah, it did work. It's very laggy because of it's in the engine. It's not saved out yet, so it's causing the stream to go a bit mad. But it did work, yeah. If I go in this view, it should be a little bit less laggy because there's no lighting properly. Insom, what a legend! Thank you very much. That means a lot, Insom. Thank you. Also, you've helped me to realise that this pub sub service. Let me stop this. This service here, which is supposed to flash all the lights in the club upon bits, subscribers, and follows, doesn't work. So you've actually helped me twice there. Thank you, Insom. What a legend. So I was having trouble because I managed to get Twitch chat to displays over here, as you can see. So over here, the chat displays. Emotes come flying out of these cannons. And the only thing that doesn't work properly... Where can I buy a treat? Do you know what? When I did this, I did a DJ session with this before. And everyone was talking about buying drinks. It was quite a fun, like, immersive... You know, it felt like a little role play thing going on. Everyone's going to get drinks. I might build a little bar. I'm thinking of building a little bar for like the starting area, and then the camera will just end up in here when it actually begins. Coca-Cola, good choice. Coke Zero though. Yeah, so it was pretty good. It's on the there's a video of it on YouTube. So if you look in the bio, there's a link, or there's a link on the Silly website. But you can see this club in action. Oh, there we go. It fired out the ones from the bot there. There's a video of this club in action on there. How long did it take you to build it? Well, it was probably 2 or 3 days of like solid trying to get it you know, tuned in, because I started it over a weekend and I sort of finished it the night before a stream on a Tuesday. So but now it's, you know, I've added more. Like before, the colors of the usernames weren't there. They're there now. If you don't have a username color set, then it will just give you the Windows 95 desktop background color as your username. But I'm trying to get the alert stuff working so that like follows, bits, and subscriptions will flash all the lights, and this back wall, which is supposed to display like an animation. This. I need to fix this because at the moment it's just some random shader that just looks like that. It doesn't actually do anything. It's just a weird, cool looking pattern. So I want that to be kind of reactive to the music. It played a video before, but it was a bit too laggy. Quick question about an ad video you played before. Go for it, Insom. 7TV color don't work. Oh yeah, your color's white, isn't it? Was that done in Premiere with VHS style? Yes. You get 7TV color. I've not really looked into the 7TV stuff. They also have emotes, right? Like BTTV. I don't know too much about all these other... Yeah, I think that might be the next thing, because the emote cannons fire emotes, but they only fire Twitch emotes. So whether they're global Twitch emotes or any channel emote that isn't animated, it will fire them out. But I think 7TV, BTTV, all that integration, that needs to be there. I might actually, that might be the next thing to do. Because it'd be cool. Yeah, see, there we go. Hold on, the cat's on the desk. Get down. Giving you more work. It's fine, I enjoy it. It's good fun. Yeah, and every member of the audience is different from before. Hi, cat. So the one in the chat, the black cat, is Alice. The orange one on the desk. Can't really see him, actually. You might be able to. He's there. That's Leo. And then there's a fluffy one. Don't know where he is. Alice is behind me, I do. No. Fluffy one is Ebbe. Or Trash Cat. Because he was rescued from the dump. So we call him Trash Cat. But his real name is Ebbe. E-B-B-E. Hey Cookie, you got the star with your little lemming whilst we was on the other screen there. Yeah. So there's a bunch of scripts that move the lights around to the music. Video wall doesn't do anything anymore. But this is what doesn't work when someone follows on Twitch. Either follows, sends bits, channel subscription. Doesn't actually do anything. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That and all the different emote providers. All we've done today in this stream, apart from talk about how to get into programming for those who are interested, is this one line. I think that's all we've done. This one little line that says if the person who spoke in chat doesn't have a custom username color, set it to the Windows 95 desktop color. Otherwise, use the username color. That's it. The whole 2 hours. It's been fun though. It's been very good. And unfortunately, I do have to end the stream. I did that yesterday. Was it yesterday? And I just pressed end stream by accident and it was just like bye. I didn't even say bye, it just went. So I had to come back. But but I will be back tomorrow. Thank you very much for the stream. Thank you, Insun. What an absolute legend. Thank you for the bits. Thank you, everybody, for being here and wasting your time watching me mess about with Unity and coding stuff. Don't punch the microphone. Thanks for showing off ClubSilly. You're very welcome, Raf. I will be sure to utilize it again at some point. We will have a rave, a drum and bass rave again at some point. Because it was last time, people seemed to love it and it was really good fun. Really fun. I don't know when the club works again properly, I guess. But we'll definitely do one. Anyway, I need to go to the shop. Thanks to Easy for telling me to get some homemade burgers. I'm going to go and pick up some, not quite homemade burgers, but some maybe some meat, and I'll just put my own spice or whatever on. And make me some food because I'm starving hungry. Thank you everybody for coming along. We're going to go and say hello to Marcel Voss. If you don't know Marcel Voss, we've raided him before. He's a legend in the Roller Coaster Tycoon world. The reason we're raiding him is because tomorrow is Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 stream, where we play through the scenarios. There is a giveaway. You can ! Giveaway. And there is also You can also interact with the park tomorrow, exclamation mark RCT. You can only do that tomorrow, but yeah, so feel free to come check that out and play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 with me and enter the giveaway to win a copy of 2 Steam keys I have for it. All you have to do is tell me a roller coaster name that makes you laugh, or that makes me laugh the most, and the other key will go to a random one for everyone who entered. So even if you don't win, you can still win. Hope that made sense. I said that really fast. Go say hello to Marcel. Thank you, everybody. Love you all very much. Take care. Have a great Wednesday evening. In sun, have a great Thursday morning. And take care. Bye for now.